Hey my friends, and welcome back. So today I am canning some kidney beans. In the cold weather that we've been having, I have used some of my beans from my pantry. So I'm just restocking my pantry, and I'm using up all these empty jars from foods that I have used in the past couple of weeks. So canning dry beans is the absolute best. So I have actually taken a Mylar bag that I had put up some beans in several months back. Actually, I think the date said 22. So I'd stored these for long term, and I'd used all my kidney beans that I had in jars, so I wanted to restock that. So I just went in, opened a Mylar bag that I had, and stored these for much quicker cooking. So in a pint jar, you will put in 1/2 of a cup of dry beans. In a quart jar, you'll put 1 cup of dry beans, or that's how I do it. And so once you get your dry beans in there, you will put in 1 teaspoon of salt, and then fill, and that's to your desire. You can put the salt or not, but once you put your seasoning, your salt, or whatever you might want in there, you fill the rest of the jar up to the bottom line with water. I use filtered water. So I'll fill these jars up to the bottom line with just regular water. This is not heated water. It's just room temperature water. Once I get those filled up, I'll put my rings and lids on the jars. And then I will, when I put the ring on the jar, I will tighten it just barely to finger tight. I don't want to tighten it down too hard, because then I'll likely never get the lid off once it's done pressuring. So I'll put the lids on, and then according to my pressure cooker that I have, I put 3 quarts of water in my pressure cooker, and this is also just regular room temperature water that I put in, and then I will put the 2 tablespoons of vinegar in the water used for pressure canning. Place my jars all in my pressure canner, and for pint jars, you will pressure cook for 75 minutes. For quart jars, you will pressure cook for 90 minutes. So in my canner, I actually mixed both because I didn't have enough pint jars filled to do a complete canner. So in there, I did some pint jars and some quart jars. So what I did with this first pot is I cooked it for 90 minutes. So I did it to the longest time needed for the jars that I had in there. I did do a second pot, and the second pot was all quart jars, and that was also done for 90 minutes. So on my pot, I lined up the little V's, locked my lid, and I will turn the temperature on the stove. And once it gets to steaming for about 10 minutes, I see steam shooting out a little pipe on the top. I will put my bobber on there, and once that starts jiggling, making a noise, whatever yours does, then that's when your time for your cooking actually starts. So once you hear that jiggle or that noise that the bobber is making, that is when your 75 minutes or your 90 minutes will start. So I'd cook these before I went to bed, and took the bobber off once it got done and let them stay in my pressure canner until the next morning. So the next morning I got up, took the lids off of the canners, and then took all my jars out. So once I got done with this, I have 15 jars of ready to go kidney beans to cook whenever I want. So what I'll do is I'll just go in my pantry, take however many jars out I want, scoop them out into my pot, warm them, season them to however I want, add some sausage, whatever extra I want to do to it. And I have a pot of beans in less than 5 minutes. I mean, 5 minutes is almost pushing it, unless you have your fire under your pot really low. So anyways, I just wanted to share this quick and super easy tip for anybody that wants to start canning. This is a great way to do it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until next time.